Hey, you know what? That was the commercial that was on when I was coming downstairs. You
I
know,
heard the same
you
commercial.
heard the same thing. So, what the
That's why when you said
world
it, I knew
is?
exactly what you.
Wait, why is this one? How is that turning green? A four on my jersey. Well,
It's supposed
okay.
to be green.
So I actually have a
That's
green
all.
shirt. So
You have a stadium shirt.
yeah. Well, no,
That,
it's uh. Oh, by the
that's
way,
kind
we
of
are.
awesome that the four is turning green already. Because
Yeah, they gum farb. He's trying to sneak his green in here. What the heck? Uh,
uh-huh.
I guess technically Packer fans, if they had like a green stuff, they would put on like a blue screen.
So I have to let you in on a little tradition. When the Packers win, we celebrate by drinking some good root beer.
Hmm.
This is Ballmeister, made in Wisconsin. So
Yeah.
salute to
So,
the Packers.
so much for my prediction and the funny feeling.
Yeah.
Uh that that game could not have been any more Soldier Field Vikings Bears than at like that's just one of those like it's a
Honestly,
weird thing. It always happens when we play
obviously I
there.
was watching because it wasn't during my Packer game.
Yes.
Um, at the end of the third quarter,
Yeah.
I'm like, this game's over.
Right.
Vikings win.
Yeah.
Girlfriend's like, oh no, they're gonna tie this up. I shit you not. The
uh
girlfriend totally called that going into overtime. I
how?
don't know how.
How?
She's got more in the NFL than I do. I don't know. She knows the scripts better than I do. But yeah, I'm happy that your fours are turning green over there. That's
Well, it's
awesome.
just this one.
That's the
It's
other one
like
too a
the
little bit.
light is reflecting off of the green screen back on. So like if I go like this, it's not. It's just the reflection
Just
of
leave it
it.
back
It's
there. It's fine. It's green. It's good. It's good stuff.
so yeah, no, but I just thought about this today. The Vikings outlasted. Let me bring this in here more. Outlasted the 3-game road trip. 3-0 in the 3-game road. I don't care who they played. The fact that they did that,
Yeah.
and today they really tested it.
Yeah. They that one got tight.
Yeah. Like okay, so to me, it was really funny because in a group message with other people, and there's one Viking fan in there that just freaks out like way high, way low with like everything. And so I was actually sitting back, kind of secretly hoping they tied it, just to see what that person's reaction was going to be.
And
Because I was like, we already have 8 wins. We have more wins than or actually at that point we had 8. We had 8 wins. I thought we would minimally win 8 wins this year and actually bet somebody on it. One, but so I was already like, at this point, it's house money. Any wins we get at beyond this, I'm like, we're good. So I was kind of hoping. Just I still wanted to win in overtime, but I wasn't my normal. I wasn't stressing it. However, in overtime, when Addison got another big catch in that game, which I did not start him in my fantasy teams. Yeah, I'm happy about that one. No, never bench Addison ever. So,
I wouldn't have benched him.
huh?
I wouldn't have benched him.
Well, I forget who I was, but I literally didn't change anybody this week from last week. So that kind of, you
Yeah.
know, well, I'll do better next week. So, anyways, blah blah blah. Point being is when we got to the point where they were, you know, taking the run to the middle to set up the kicker just right. I was like, "No, we need to go for the touchdown. We can't leave this up to a daggum kicker." Especially
And they kicked it on what, second down?
yeah. Well, yeah, second down. 'Cause once they get starts at, like, the 10-yard line, who cares, right? If they're gonna kick it, they just need a field goal, like yeah,
Yep.
second down.
Well, I was in the back of my mind going, watch them go for a touchdown and get an interception. Because that's
Well,
just the way that game had been going.
that would be more of a
So,
Lions thing, in my opinion.
yeah.
That's more of a Lions
But
type of play.
how about 2 blocked field goals in 2 weeks
Right.
by the Bears?
Consecutively, because it was their first attempt at a field goal.
2 field goals in a row blocked.
Yeah. At the same spot. The same spot.
When that happened, I went, wow, that guy's fired.
Right? Yeah, well, they were kind of hoping that Eberflus would get fired after the game, but since they came back and, but the Bears aren't traditionally a fire mid-season type of ownership anyways, so.
No, they just suck and they know it, so they just go with it.
Well, they don't want to pay another guy. That's what that ownership is so cheap. Like, they're literally just grabbing all newbies. They're not. They won't spend money on a experienced coach. I don't think they ever have.
Yeah.
At least that I can remember. It's always been, this new young up and comer that we can pay half as much. And then they whisper in his ears, "I'm so happy to be here with the Bears organization of winning." They're like doing the whole. Now say this. Now say this.
Yep. Yep.
So, I'm not saying the Packers got a gimme game today.
I mean,
but it's really hard to not think that.
Yeah, we obviously did not know that Purdy was going to be out.
Purdy out.
Bosa out.
Trent was out. Bosa was out. Like,
there was quite a few players missing on that 49ers roster.
When I seen that all that was gonna be out, I'm like, come on, this isn't even gonna be a game. And obviously, I mean, second quarter was the closest
obviously,
it was, but
your game was definitely more exciting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm tired of these exciting games. Can we just dominate one?
I was happy for once to have a boring game. Where you're like, okay, this is going to be kind of a butt kicking,
right?
Here. I mean, to the point where we pulled Love at the end, so the 28-point deficit is the biggest deficit in the series of Packers 49ers. So that's
is it the biggest deficit?
The biggest win by the Packers, yep.
Right. Domination wise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Differential.
You know what's amazing with back to the Vikings Bears game. Amazing. We are now on a 5-game win streak at Soldier Field. Yeah. We couldn't even win in Soldier Field when we had Randy Moss on the 98 Vikings. Like the most points ever.
Are you guys going to start vying for ownership now then? Or how's that?
I was mentioning, I'm like, well, shoot, now the Vikings kind of own Soldier Field and Lambeau Field, so hey, come on, 2 in a row, you gotta give us a little something.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
I mean, it's easier to get some ownership in Lambeau
2 in a row.
Field.
2 in a row ain't.
Just throw up another one of those stockholder sell things. Just get some of the Vikings and buy some of them, and then be like, "Hey, Vikings are ownership of the Packers."
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, so am I.
Right? Yeah, no
it's
doubt.
Not on screen right now, but it's over.
Yeah, because you got something a little.
Yeah, I got a little extra up here now. It's pretty cool.
Right there. So I hope this is a right.
It was. It
Okay.
should be fine. Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Who knows? But yeah. Anyway, so we don't really have much of the stats, but your guy, Jacobs, he's
Yeah.
you've been
He
pulling him for him this
actually
whole year.
ran.
He's
He
actually
ran
like,
more today than Mr. Jones.
I mean, we're kind of been doing the two back thing, I think, to kind of keep both of them healthy.
Well,
Because
we are too. We had Wilson. We had Wilson in there too.
yeah, like the last quarter.
No, he was in the beginning of the game too.
Oh, was he? I mean,
Yep.
Jacobs had what 26 carries, something like that. It
Yeah,
was kind
I
of
don't know how
a
many Wilson had, but he definitely had a
back
couple
to
because I
back
definitely saw him in there.
kind of thing. But
I definitely
yeah,
saw
no,
him in
it
there.
seems to be almost like split
I
down the middle
wonder.
for Jones and Akers.
I
So,
wonder where Theodore is. I thought he was going to come and show off his accomplishment for the game today.
oh, does
We
he have
bought
a?
we bought him a 49ers dog toy and he ripped it up during the game.
Where'd you get that?
She found it at the store. I don't know. She
That's
brought it home and she goes, "Well, let him rip this up during the game."
Was it at the stadium there, or was it
No,
somewhere
no,
else?
some
Just
other store.
random.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Maybe they bring in dog toys for dogs to just tear up.
It could have even been at the pet store. I don't know. I don't know where she.
I mean, no, I'm saying like maybe the pet store or whatever decided like, hey, you know what? We're
Yeah.
gonna have these like for
Well, if that was their thought, it worked because we bought it.
right.
He ripped it up.
Yeah, destroy that thing, right?
He likes to eat the ass out of them, so. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if you're gonna have to cut that or not, but hey, it's there.
No, I mean, you know what? We're nowhere near monetized status at this point, so we're gonna let it fly.
Let it go.
Let it fly.
Let it run. Yeah.
Who you guys play next week?
The Dolphins on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving. Well, good thing we're doing this now. Shoot.
Yeah.
The Vikings are home finally after 3 weeks, and
Yeah,
now we get
we
3 home
are-
games in a row. We talked about.
See. We are Thursday, November
That.
28th at 7:20. Dolphins.
Oh, you're the late game.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Yeah. The Cowboys and the Giants are 3:20, 3:30,
Mm-hmm.
and the Bears and the Lions are the early game.
Go Bears. Just lost to the other two teams, but they'll beat the Lions definitely.
Yeah, maybe.
That's been
Here it
one of those
comes.
weird games when they play
Here
each
it
other on
comes.
Thanksgiving, though.
Video evidence of the
Wow.
accomplishment for Theo. I wasn't lying. Come on up here.
That's
Come on.
funny.
Get up here. Come on. Get up here.
Funny.
Show off
funny.
your accomplishment. You're coming this side? Okay.
So,
Mom, what am I, a freaking gimmick?
predictions, comments, concerns. I think you'll beat the Dolphins, but it'll be closer than people want.
Yeah, it is at nope,
Miami?
it is at home. It is at home.
Okay.
It is at home.
Yeah. I say if it's at Miami, then shoot. I'm going
Yeah.
Dolphins all the way because Love can't play
Yeah,
in
if it
hot
was
weather.
in Miami, I'd be a little concerned. But it looks like it is at Lambeau Field, so that's a plus. Which actually, that's going to give me a little pause because I got to drive through here. That'll be fun. Because I'm going to 2 different feasts for Thanksgiving.
Oh, right.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I have to go north. And
Yeah,
then
I
back
forget
south
you're like
again.
right there, so the games actually affect you. Where it's
Yeah, I have to worry about traffic issues on game days, home game weekends.
Yes,
I didn't
you
go
do.
out to eat this morning for breakfast because
Because of
I
that.
didn't want to deal with it. Yeah.
But did
And-
it start like the traffic starts that early? Even
Well,
on the-
going out to eat, people stay in town.
oh, okay.
You know, the restaurants are ridiculous home game weekends.
Oh yeah. I suppose there is that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys played the incomparable Dolphins. Well, actually, I think they won today, and
I
I think
actually haven't really looked too much at the Dolphins. I
what
don't
you
really
call it,
know.
if they're back to offensive form, I mean, it might be a game for you guys. We played the Cardinals, so we have to deal with Murray and all the receivers that they have over there. I think it was a close game against the Seahawks, so we'll see how that works out. I don't know. I don't really have a prediction on this game. It's really hard to decipher or to think with a team
Vikings
you just
lose
don't
by a
play that
field goal.
often. They're back home though, so it's gonna be
Yeah, you
that
guys are
crowd's
probably
gonna be
gonna-
raucous with the 3 road wins in a row, and they finally get back, and
Yep.
it's gonna be Sunday, and family stuff will be already over with. They'll just be
So you
like,
guys ain't playing on Thanksgiving at all?
no, nope,
Gotcha.
nope. So we're planning on doing this for Sunday. I think we play at noon. So
Okay. So yeah, we'll do our recording Sunday about 3:30, something like that.
Yep, that sounds like a plan. And come on, the Lions have to lose some point.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You're like Vikings too. No, we already
gotta
lost our
say-
2 games.
I gotta say, I was watching this game tonight, and I was looking for the Packers broadcast because what I was listening to sounded like the Vikings local broadcast. I don't know what the hell.
This was national
Or not Vikings.
media.
49ers. Yeah. Well, it was KB and
Tom Brady.
the dude who doesn't know that it's a red zone, not a
What
red
did he-
area.
Oh. Well,
It's
I mean,
the red area.
He's
It's
won.
a red zone.
He won 7 Super Bowls, so I'm just thinking he knows what's going on. Maybe not call it the same thing that the media calls it, but
It's
you
a red
know.
zone. The red
Yeah,
area.
who knows what brainwashing Belichick did to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna call it that. We're gonna call
But
it
yeah,
something else.
this game here, it honestly sounded like it was local San Francisco broadcast because they were all about the 49ers, not, anytime the Packers did anything good, they were always, making it how they could have done better. Like,
I've noticed this on one-sided affairs that they will try to keep people to stick around by trying to say, well, this team, if they do this or if they do this, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Back
It
in
definitely
the day,
seemed like they were rooting for one team, and it wasn't us.
back in the day,
So.
it was celebrating whoever was dominating, and it's just a change in broadcast.
Call the
things.
game neutrally, maybe.
I know.
I mean, it's a national broadcast.
I always hear how
Yeah.
bad that Joe Buck hates the Packers every time that they're on, even though they be beating people up. And honestly, they're just saying Aaron Rodgers should do a better job here, and people think that he's ripping on Aaron Rodgers. Like, no, Rodgers had a certain, at that point in time, he had a certain, elevation, and he was just holding him to that said elevation. Like, Rodgers needs to do better here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, you said that.
Oh,
Rodgers,
yeah.
you gotta stop
Well,
doing that.
Yeah, I call it what it is.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Yes.
part of being a fan is also part of expecting better of my team. But
Yeah.
for the national broadcast of a game to be talking, like one-sided is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. But
Yeah. So
call it for the how it is, not your slant on who who you're picking.
right. It
It's
is what it is, and we're just here to. I don't really listen to the announcers a whole lot, anyways. So like,
Yeah.
I kind of have the volume turned around to talk
I
to
tell them
whoever I'm
shut
talking
the hell
to,
up. They don't hear me.
or if I'm just watching by myself because she's at work, whatever. I have it on volume down, and I'm doing my other YouTube things. So
Stuff. Yep. You have it on the YouTube?
yeah, it's I was telling somebody last night, like, I really need to start promoting this thing on there. Like, hey, if you guys like sports, especially football, NFC North related stuff, check this out. I mean, they already like to watch me anyways, so I don't know why, but
It's that laugh.
yes and no. I I push things to the edge in a game that's supposed to be like, just farming and being whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I do
I played
things in
that
that
game a
game.
couple of times, but it was just me pushing your equipment in the middle of your field.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we should get you 25. I think you would enjoy it
Yeah.
on the computer though. Not none of this console bull crap.
Yeah. Mm,
I think you would enjoy it a little bit better there. But
yeah. I gotta get
anyways,
my studio set up a little better.
right? Just get a second. Any kind of TV would work for a second monitor with that laptop. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
they can do more, fun things and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
anywho, good games all around. Some easier than others, and
Your game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
same. Even after, like, okay, we're not gonna dominate, but we were up 2 scores with like a minute to go, and that's not a game you think you lose. But they gotta coach our guys like, hey, the ball didn't go 10 yards. Don't blink and touch it. Like that onside never happens if we just stay behind the 10 yards back.
Yep. Well, they had a muffed punt as well. The dude was like telling everybody to get away from it, and he got hit.
Yeah. He telling everybody to go away, and it hit his thigh, and we get the ball. I think we scored something there, but
Right in the red area.
yeah.
See how weird it is? Yeah, it's weird. Anyway. But at least there's one thing that we can both agree on.
Oh, what's that?
At the end of the day,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bears
The Bears still suck.